At this time, Sarah and Todd knew Trig would have special needs as a Down syndrome child.
There's some confusion, there's a lot of energy, a lot of activity, but thank the Lord I have a very supportive family, a large family, tremendous amount of help all the time by grandparents, aunts and uncles. Couldn't do it without my family, that network of support.
Alaska's first family had no idea that Mom was about to be thrust into the national spotlight.
What is Governor stuff, Piper?
I don't know.
Piper. Okay, tell me, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A babysitter.
A babysitter? What do I do? What do you see me doing during the day?
Working on the computer.
Accomplishing what, though? What am I doing on the computer?
Checking email.
Sarah Palin began to catch national interest after taking down corrupt public officials. Some were political rivals.
People started saying, well, hey, you know, wait a minute, why don't you run for office? Why don't you become the next governor?
That's what she decided to do, but Palin faced a tough fight to become the 11th governor of Alaska and its first woman governor. Running in 2006, she faced off in a memorable series of three-way debates, Alaska style. Former three-time U.S. Senator and incumbent governor, Republican Frank Murkowski, Fairbanks businessman John Binkley, and in the middle, the hockey mom turned politician.
Keeping the oil industry the way it's been for 30 years, which is a severance tax.
You know, you guys, we owe Alaskans a better discourse than this.
I agree.
Sarah, just with this very firm voice, said, guys, you know what? And everything got quiet. And she said, you know, Alaskans deserve a better discourse than this.
Sarah Palin became governor with 51% of the vote and won the hearts of Alaskans with her first official act.
One of the first things that she did was she put his jet up on eBay for sale. Frank Murkowski's jet was symbolic of everything that was wrong in the Republican Party in Alaska at that time. There was it was an indulgence that was unnecessary.
Palin vetoed $231 million, or nearly $250 million, in projects from the state capital budget in 2007, and took on big oil by boosting taxes on their profits. Todd quit his job as a North Slope production supervisor for BP when his wife, the governor, began negotiations for a natural gas pipeline.
My job as the administrator, as the CEO of the state, is to make sure that we're maximizing the benefits for Alaskans.
You know, there's no advice that I would give her. I mean, you know, she's professional. I mean, the woman has run for office, got an 80% approval rating already in Alaska. She doesn't need advice from me. My advice to Joe Biden for the debate is, please take a look at her tape.
We tend to prefer candidates who don't talk about us one way in Scranton and another way in San Francisco.
And let's talk if you want, because she's very good, and he's got to be careful.
But there is a scandal in Alaska making headlines for Sarah Palin, called Troopergate.
It's annoying for her, I'm sure, but I don't think that people are going to be able to make very much out of it.
Sarah's younger sister Molly is in the midst of a bitter divorce and custody battle with her ex-husband, State Trooper Mike Wooten. The governor and her husband are under investigation by the Alaska legislature. It's alleged they fired the public safety commissioner after he refused to fire Molly's ex-husband. Reportedly, Todd Palin met several times with Walt Monaghan and pressured him to fire Wooten. The Palins have denied any wrongdoing. A report from the legislature is due before Election Day.
Nate, jump in there. There we go. Mr. Glass. He's in charge of troopers and VPS and all that, but he's a good guy, and he loves you, and he's down here to make sure that our troopers are given the equipment
Diane Keller is the current mayor of Wasilla and a longtime friend of the governor. She believes Palin is the right woman for the job.
Sarah Palin has the ability to get things done. She has the ability to say, I know we disagree. She will stand firm on her conviction no matter what the issue is. We are the United States of America, and it seems like lately we're the divided states of America.
The governor family step into the political spotlight and nasty rumors emerge about the birth of the governor's son, Trig. How does the governor fight back?
Vice President of the United States, Governor Sarah Palin of the great state of Alaska.
It was the best-kept secret so far in the 2008 campaign.
I will be honored to serve next to the next President of the United States.
Since the announcement, Governor Sarah Palin, a virtual unknown on the national stage, has been a lightning rod for personal attacks.
I, John McCain, am the only one standing between the bloodthirsty Al-Qaedas and you. But if I die, the stewardess can handle it.
Is she the single most qualified person, given the fact that he's 72 and he's had cancer 4 times?
They cannot even attack her on her credentials because she blows them away.
They're trying to make her look like she's trailer trash.
They go after the personal life. We should be talking about her accomplishments.
Across the country, accomplished women have voiced their outrage. Renee Amour, the deputy chair of the Pennsylvania Republican Party, is angry.
Would they do it to a man? You wouldn't say to a Barack Obama, who's going to take care of your kids, while you're going. Please, that was so sexist.
Former governor of Massachusetts, Jane Swift.
The thing that gets me upset is when we apply a different standard to Governor Palin than we apply to Senator Joe Biden.
Former U.S. Treasurer Rosario Marin.
They question her motherhood. They question how could she be a good mother when she's running for vice president. I thought sexism was over in America, and clearly it is not.
Geraldine Ferraro wasn't treated fairly either. And so now it's time for all women to take a stand and say, wait a minute, guys, back off.
Don't tell me that she can't do the job. She can do it.
As the first woman to run for vice president in 1984, Fox News contributor Geraldine Ferraro has a unique outlook.
When I hear people say, well, why isn't she home? What would she be doing at home? She's a talented, contributing member. What would she be doing at home? Silly.
What the governor and her husband Todd do at home is the same as any other working American family. Do your best to keep family time together.
Thank you for letting her play.
Oh, yes.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Todd, did Briscoe call you?
I was out there for a couple hours.
We're gonna lay that out for dinner, Todd. You don't have to put anything away. This is real life.
Well, I've always dealt with pressure a couple of ways. One physically is I've always been real active in sports, even as an old pregnant lady today, like yesterday. I had to get to the gym. I had to sweat. I had to work out some of the pressure and the stress that comes with the job naturally. So physically, that's what I do. I work out. I either jog or lift weights.
When I ran for office and asked people to give me the job as governor to elect me, I said, oh, by the way, I've got a family. Oh, he's going to love this, Piper. What is that?
What is it again? Disney Channel.
Disney, oh, so you can watch TV. See, they're inundated. Hollywood, Disney. That's what they think the world is. He has a girlfriend. Who's his girlfriend?